Okay, so we're here once again in Mining Simulator 2, and for today's video we're going to go over every single thing that you can do to maximise your gems outcome and just get as many gems as you possibly can over time. So there's actually a lot of ways in the game to get gems, such as the achievements, the gem factory, there's rebirthing, there's all sorts of different things. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So the first thing that I would highly recommend is unlocking the space travel and going to the cyber galaxy. Now, the reason why I say this, there's literally no way in here to actually get gems. However, what you need to do is just get a really good space coins team, such as I have here. Obviously, mine's going to be really good. You don't really need too much, but just make sure that you can at least mine for quite a while, and then go down to whatever best area it is that you can mine through. For me, it is obviously the glitch chasm, and then just mine through. This might take you like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Just mine through as long as you can. Make sure you are as well using some of the coins boost when you are selling. But as you can see, when you do come to mine, and obviously then when you sell, you will get some space coins. And as you can see right now, I've gotten nearly 20 trillion, which is quite a lot. However, the more that you can get, the better, because one thing that you need to do is use the gem factory, and the space coins is the most efficient way of actually using this gem factory. Now, as you can see here, I have 3 different sets of 3,800 to claim. If we go ahead now and claim these real quick, as you can see, I got around 12,000 gems just for that. And all I could do then, because I got some of the space coins saved up, just come in here once again and then just set these back on again. And whilst these are all going, you can either just come over here, hatch the egg if you want to. If you do have things like single hatch, or you don't have fast hatch, to be honest, this could be a really good way of just kind of like having a sustainable way of getting gems. Because if you're not hatching that much of the egg, you only have single hatch, or you don't have fast hatch or something, then honestly 12,000 for the 2 hours is probably going to be more or less enough. However, if you are like me, you have triple hatch, you have fast hatch, all the basically the fastest way of hatching and stuff. What you need to do then on top of that is actually grind a little bit more. So as you can see, this is now going to take 2 hours, and for this 2 hours, what you can go ahead and do is actually go ahead and rebirth. Now, a lot of people don't like rebirthing just for the fact that it is very boring. However, rebirthing is very overpowered, and depending on how strong your team is, I have a very strong team right now, as you can see, but depending on how strong your team is, it may take you longer, it may take you a little bit shorter, I'm not really too sure. But if you can rebirth anywhere between 1 minute and 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, then you're going to be getting a lot of gems still. And if you do have the ×2 gems game pass, which I would highly recommend you get whilst it is on sale, then you're going to be getting a lot of gems. So for me, I rebirth more or less every minute or so. Can be a little bit shorter depending on what kind of things I find. If I find Larimar very quickly, then honestly I can rebirth like instantly more or less. But yeah, basically, the faster you can rebirth, obviously the better. But don't really worry, because if you do only rebirth like once every 10 minutes, that's still 6 rebirths every hour. And by the time it comes around to you coming picking up your gems from the gem factory, you're probably going to have doubled that 12,000. So honestly, getting 24,000 every 2 hours is going to be a lot, because then when it comes back to hatching the egg and stuff, you're going to have a lot more to hatch at that point, which is really good, because you want to hatch for as long as you can to maximise your chance of getting secrets and just good pets overall. But yeah, honestly, just rebirth, use the gem factory, because it's going to be really overpowered, and I would always highly recommend doing that. Now, another thing that I would highly recommend as well is doing your achievements, because you can get some really good rewards out of these. Honestly, it's just insane, and depending on what game passes you have as well, some of these will be really easy. Say you have like the infinite backpack, this 5 million blocks one's going to be very easy. All you need to do to get 5 billion blocks really quickly is just go over to the space world, get like a fairly good team that can more or less like 1 hit or 2 hit every block in here, go down to like the glitch chasm or the cyber core, go over here and then just use the auto mine trick. Just hold down your mouse button, press escape, let go of everything, and as you can see, we're now auto mining, and it makes it really easy. You can just go away for like 15 minutes, come back, you'll have like another 100 million blocks or something, which is kind of crazy. Obviously, again, it does depend on how good you are at the game, but literally within a day, you'll get another 30,000 gems there, which is really good. So yeah, basically for most players, that is the best way of getting gems. Now, there is obviously one other way of getting gems, and I would say this is the most efficient and it is going to be using the season pass. Now, as you can see, with the season pass, there's lots of different ways of getting gems in here. All the tiers, more or less every other tier has gems, and especially once you get down to the bottom, there's 14,000, 2,000, and there's like 5,000 as well, which is kind of crazy. And I would basically say that this is the best way of getting gems. Now, obviously, you have to be rich in terms of Robux to do this all the time, but if you have the Robux, then you need to really restart the pass and unlock it all over and over again. You're going to get like 300,000 gems in like 5 minutes, and that way then you're more or less going to be hatching for like 3 or 4 days straight, which is obviously the best. So yeah, hopefully this has helped some people. On top of that as well, you can use the spin to win. I don't have any spins right now, but in 50 different spins, basically it came up to around like 74 different spins. I got around 14,000 gems. So if you are saving everything up, honestly, just keep doing your factory, do some rebirthing, save up your spins. Once you kind of collect them all, you've done rebirthing, you can't be bothered doing any more rebirthing, you've collected your factory, then you can go ahead, come back over here. Once you've saved up a lot of spins and stuff, do all your spins, you're going to get like another 10,000 gems on top of that as well. So yeah, honestly, if you do all these methods, it will really help you get some gems. Obviously, it does depend where you are in the game. If you are still a beginner in the game and you don't even have this area unlocked yet, then honestly, I would just worry about actually getting a good team and just getting some coins and stuff before you worry about getting gems. But if you are more or less like at the point in the game where you can just AFK hatch, there's not really much else to do in the game, then do all of these methods because it will really help you get a lot of gems. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.